So, getting fired as soon as you start thinking about financial independence. So this is kind of a tough one, but it's the current stage that I'm at in my life. You could be saying, why are you playing fucking Fortnite instead of trying to go look for a job? And that's a valid point. But at the same time, if you would look at the job market and people that are actively looking for jobs, you'd see how shit everything is. I guess I'm doing the best that I can. It's just kind of ironic how things end up sometimes, where once you try to do something that betters your life, something just comes up or tries to block you from it, and it's your responsibility to try to get back on track. And sometimes it's just the way things are had, and maybe something wasn't meant for you in a way that you won't realize until a long time from now. And like, I might be thankful for this in a few years or whatever, or career I get into later, since that job was pretty draining. It was a lot of hard work and long hours. I got used to working 12 hours at night and just coming home and sleeping. You don't really have a life when you have those types of jobs. It'll say that they have a great work-life balance, but that's in terms of the days that you get off. They don't tell you about the days that you want to do things or try to do something after work. Like, that's just not possible. And because you can't do things after work, you lose friends, you lose opportunities, you lose a lot of things that you would have had if you had the time to use. Like, I do regret that, in a sense that I know I lost my friends from the fact that I was just working all the time and trying to better my future. But in that midst, I got caught kind of just like coasting and not really reaching out for my friends when I should have. And that's what friendships are most of the time. It's just keeping in touch and making sure that you make the time to see people. Sometimes people will see that you don't try to make that time, or that's how it's taken. It's like if you wanted to, you would. But when you're in the type of situations where you're trying to make money and just be away for a little bit, that little bit becomes forever. And there is something that I'm looking forward to in actually tomorrow. There's a Black Ops 2 tournament, believe it or not. Black Ops 2 was hella years ago, and there's a tournament for it happening near me. So it's a 3-hour drive, but for me it'll be worth it because I'm getting to play my favorite game of all time. I'm getting to make my younger self proud in terms of being able to say and prove that I was in a Black Ops 2 tournament with real people in a LAN party. Like, it's just something to tell the kids about, I guess. I was just really excited. Like, I still am, but obviously knowing this is coming up and then thinking about the future, it's almost like something I heard about homeless people. Not a bad thing, but it's like, or from a homeless person, it's like everybody gets to go home and care to their pets or care to their families, but they don't have that. They don't have nowhere to call home. They got to think about what's their next move, where they're gonna sleep. But I currently am thinking about a plan of, if I don't have a job or any type of income coming in for a certain amount of time, what is that certain amount of time to where I could live and not have to worry about anything. And I found that it's about like 2 months or so, if I don't sell anything or panic sell or something along those lines. I was looking at options while I was employed about taking a loan on a 401k. That'll just kind of do me in when I want to retire. I recently upped my contributions to my retirement. I have been looking at that stuff in terms of the younger that you are and have those thoughts in your head of compound interest, the more likely you become a millionaire, or you can outpace somebody that was doing this in their 30s or just starting out in their 30s. And it's just very interesting information to somebody that isn't, I guess, savvy in knowing that they can become a millionaire. I don't know how to word it. Like, is it possible for me to become a millionaire in this lifetime? Yes, if X and Y equals Z, blah blah blah. There's a formula to it. It's not exactly, impossible to get there. But to stay on topic of getting fired after you start thinking about financial independence, I have about I don't want to say the amount, but it's a decent amount for somebody at 20 years old. Definitely not six figures, but it's in there. It's in the 5 range. I'm seeing everywhere that I shouldn't take out of my 401k if I have an emergency, that should be the last resort. But I don't know, I think wouldn't selling a car or something in this day and age be the last resort? But I guess it's because of the compound interest, and you could be losing out on hundreds of thousands. And then your car, you would be paying for hundreds of thousands for that car if you were to switch the one and the other. Yeah, it's with that amount, I don't think I could do much, but it's I know that I'm not gonna be all the way poor for a little while. It's not all doom and gloom in a way. Since other people my age really don't think about retirement or stuff like that. They don't even put money into that kind of stuff, or even put their money away for that, for a matter of fact. I'm glad I'm in the minority of people that think about those things. So then when I'm in these positions, I don't have to, I guess, worry as much. But I don't know, it's still a worrisome problem. I'll just leave the area because he's not gonna leave. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about losing this job. It's I know that part of the reason that it happened was because management changed, and the guy that got put in the higher position, he has a son that just got brought back from being, I guess, off for a while. And I know he just wants to put him in my position. I've heard that kid say before that he wants to be an operator, because that's what I used to do, operate machinery and bullshit to make other people millions of dollars. I've definitely made that company millions of dollars worth of product, and it's just it's so unfortunate things that happen. It's not only he got the position to try to fire people, but it was also that his son came back and he wants that position, so he's just gonna basically take it by force. But I should have had my chess pieces up in terms of thinking ahead proactively of not giving him a reason to. There were such minor faults. You can take a lot of 30-minute breaks in that job. It's kind of wild. And because of that, there's certain spots that you go to for a break, and then they all of a sudden started caring about where you took your breaks. And it's all written on paper of oh, this is company policy, we can't do this or that. But then again, you could let people slide on things as a person just because they're bogus rules. It's you don't have to enforce the bogus rules just because they're bogus rules. I don't know. Yeah, it's I already knew these things, so I'm just kind of, I don't know. I could dwell all day on them, but what is that really gonna do? I'm just kind of holding myself back from the next opportunity, next thing to come in line, next I guess thing to burn out from. I don't know. Hopefully my next job isn't that shit. But in a way, I felt I was just coasting through that job for for the past couple months. So I guess it could be a good thing to try to propel me into what I'm meant to be doing. I guess it's gonna be hard to say goodbye to that money, just because I could do a decent vacation if I wanted to and spend that type of money. But now that I've spent that type of money, seen those things, it's like I know it's worth it. Kind of like a hotel on the beach is not worth it, y'all. If y'all ever have the chance to do it, just do it somewhere else. Like, you could do it for the one time, but I promise you, like, it'll be better spent if, like, you're going with somebody, if you have a family, you know, things of that sort. Like, I don't think going by yourself is that grandiose or that good of an idea. Maybe do it for a night and then see if you like it, but yeah, it's just not for me. Oh yeah, this guy's cooked. Thanks, bro. I really appreciate the help. Fuck. Alright, fuck it. I gotta push. Yes, I have it. The power is mine. The power is mine. I'm just meant to do this shit, man. I don't know what to say. Yeah, that kid's gonna get a rude awakening. I didn't hit no bullets on him. What happened? That kid's fucking hacking. My bullets are running away from him. Gimme. No. Alright, who else wants it? Alright, so my goal for the night was to make a commentary and win a game while making the commentary. I guess that's a big ask, but at the same time, I know I'm good enough to pull it off. I just need to concentrate on both at separate times because I can't do both 100%. Like, you'll lose a bit of focus on one or the other. It's my opinion when it comes to real multitasking. I guess I'm too shifty. Damn, I am a fucking laser, bro. Like, that kid had 0 chance of surviving. Wow, I really missed that. There we go. And he's dead. Bye-bye. And we win with the commentary, y'all. I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of all the structures, but I need to figure that out. Or in the air, maybe. Possibly. If not entirely. Where the fuck is this guy? Oh my gosh. I pulled out the wrong thing and I still killed him. Well, that's a GG's and an upload for the channel. So yeah. I don't know what my next move is, but we shall figure it out as we go. That is life. I am 22 years old. I kind of have nothing to worry about in a way. But, yeah. Retirement fund is going to be not as funded for the next couple, who knows how long. So I have a little something to tap into, but obviously can't take all of it out. I could sell a car to give me another cushion, but who knows, man. I'd like to see some comments, some subscribes, and just overall advice, or just talk about your situation. Yeah, that's everything. Peace.